bringing the people behind our food to life.
It really is a lot more versatile than sushi with wasabi. Hopefully you'll try it on chicken, steak, a number of other things you can use this condiment for. So this is the wasabi plant. This is Wasabi japonica. It's a member of the mustard family. This is the rhizome. This is the part that contains the most pungent flavor and the part that people are most accustomed to. Usually people eat a paste that isn't wasabi at all. It's dried horseradish powder with green food coloring. This is a lot more complex. It's got a lot more characteristics that hopefully I can introduce you to. We're going to go ahead and trim this plant down. We're going to take the leaves off and just trim the crown a little bit. Then I'm going to trim the root end and just take off the base of the plant. As I'm trimming away, once we get into the rhizome, you'll see less white and more of that familiar green color that people expect to see from wasabi. This variety of wasabi is called Daruma, and it is a little more characteristically green than the other main cultivar, which is called Mazuma. It has a little bit of a purple hue to it. So I'm just trimming away the base here, and then we can start grating it. This traditional grating tool is called an uroshigane, and it comes in different sizes, but basically you see a bunch of raised teeth that are going to grind this into the paste that we're familiar with. And as I said, here at the base you're seeing a little bit more of a pale white color. But eventually we're going to get into more and more green. I'm going to go ahead and trim a little bit down so we can get into that. Now, true wasabi has a lot of very volatile compounds, and so they dissipate rapidly, and that's why traditionally this is grated to order, because in as little as 15 minutes all of those volatile aromas will start to disappear. You can also get a small bamboo brush to help you pull this off of the grater. I'm going to grate just a little bit more, and then we'll have enough for our butter and the direct paste. Once we're done using the wasabi root, you can store it in a wet towel and just roll it up to protect it. Put it in the bottom of your refrigerator and it should last for about a month. The entire plant is edible, and we're going to treat the stems and leaves now. In Japan, these are often treated with a quick salt and sugar cure. So I'm just going to chop through the stems and bruise the leaves. I'm just going to crinkle them up, and then we're going to apply a salt and sugar mix, and that's going to do a quick little salt cure for the leaves, and we're going to fold them into a salad. So just chop through these. Bite size is fine. The flavor in the rhizome is the most pungent, but the same wasabi flavor extends all the way through the plant, and it just starts to become, you know, different textures, different variety of texture. Now I'm just going to bruise the leaves a little bit so that the salt and sugar can penetrate the cell walls. Now, this is a mixture that is 70% sugar and 30% salt, which I call curing sugar. And the reason for the sugar is to carry on that same osmotic effect of pulling the moisture out of the leaves. But if it was all salt, obviously it would be too salty. And so now we're just going to let those macerate for about 30 minutes, and we'll come back to that. Grilling the chicken will only take a few minutes. It'll turn opaque and be firm to the touch. The steak will take 8 to 10 minutes depending on the thickness. So we have some grilled chicken, and we're just going to direct the paste right onto the chicken. And another thing that really helps to open up the flavor of the wasabi is acid. So we're just going to squeeze a little bit of lemon juice on there. And the steak. We're going to go ahead and just mix the rest of this into some butter, make a little flavored butter, and just stir that around so it's evenly distributed. And then you can just put that right on the steak. And again, a little bit of lemon. For the wasabi puree, briefly blanch the leaves in boiling salted water and plunge them into ice water to stop the cooking. So now we're going to make our puree from our blanched leaves. Throw this into the blender. This is a little vegetable stock, which in the home kitchen it's called broth. And just going to turn this on. While the blender is spinning, season with a little salt and add a little xanthan gum to make the puree smooth. So now we have a puree of the leaves, which you can use to go along with your steak or chicken or whatever you're going to use it with. And you can make that as thick or thin as you like. So our wasabi leaves and stems have been seasoned, and they're starting to purge a little bit of their water content out. You want to see that. And they'll also start to look a little bit more translucent from their original opaque appearance. So we're going to rinse all of that extra salt and sugar off. And I'm just going to rinse that off nice, and we'll just lightly drain it. Bring our pieces of stem. I'm just going to chop it up a little bit, and this is ready to go into a grain salad now. You can do any number of things. You can use beans, you can use farro or spelt, wheat berries. I've chosen a little mixture of rice and quinoa and scrambled eggs. So just chop it up into the size pieces that you want and just fold it in. And you're going to have a nice little herbal fresh wasabi addition to that. As you can see, there are a variety of ways to use wasabi beyond the sushi bar.
Its native habitat in Japan is creek beds, so it grows in the understory alongside creeks, so it likes cool, really cool conditions, really cool, highly oxygenated conditions.